Hey, this is Chris Menard. This is a follow-up to my video yesterday, which was August 8th, about using the value function, converting dates, text to dates, and converting text to numbers. Couple of questions that I had, and I'm going to show you three functions. And if you're in human resources, you'll need this. If you're in production, you'll need it, or in finance. One of the questions was, someone said even with the dates that they had, they pulled from a database, and I made it some invoice dates, that the value function wouldn't work. So here's why it doesn't work. I'm going to type in my name, and I'm going to put in some extra spaces intentionally. One more person. And that's it. Act like you have a lot of names, and those came from the database. To fix the names with extra spaces, you don't want to retype them. There is a text function in Excel known as the trim function, and I'm going to trim all the extra spaces out of A2. Autofill down, copy, and paste the values. And you can get rid of that column there. So the same thing applies to these invoice dates over here in column D. The issue is they look like dates, but the problem is if I double click in D2, you can see there's actually a couple extra spaces there before October. The same thing with D3. So to get rid of those, equals, same function, autofill down, copy, paste the values. So now you know how to use the trim function to remove extra spaces. And I'm going to undo twice. One little reminder from yesterday, one of my favorite functions is the T function. If it returns what you have in the cell reference, then it's text. If I actually type in this date correctly, if you get nothing using the T function, then it's either a number or a date, and dates are numbers. So let's move on to two more functions you'll need. I'm going to quickly put in some invoice amounts. So I'm going to select my invoice amount, and let's just make up some numbers. Let's do between 500 and 1500. So I got some invoice numbers in there, or invoice amounts, and I'm going to copy and paste them, the values. And then for the invoice dates, I'm going to do dates for 2018, just to keep this easy. So I'm going to do, once again, equals, ran between, and I'm going to put in 43101, comma, 43465. That is January 1, 2018, comma, December 31st, 2018. Control Enter. If you recall yesterday, I told you if you are expecting dates, first of all, let me copy and paste the values. If you're expecting dates and you get numbers, don't get alarmed. Dates are numbers, so just go change it to short date. And just a little lesson here, Microsoft Excel decided, there's today's date right there. Microsoft Excel decided that they're going to start counting dates on January 1, 1900. So that should be the number 1. Perfect. January 2nd, 1900 is the number 2. And today's date is August 9th. So that's 42,956. So now let me show you this trick. Someone asked, this is a great question. They want to know, Chris, I want to know how much money we made every date. Now, if you're in the human resource department, when you would use this, what I'm about to show you, is if you're tracking people's time off and you have it in an Excel file and you're saying, okay, are there any patterns here? Are Mondays the day most people take off, or Fridays? You would use this function. It is the weekday function, equals weekday. And do not think about weekday as the actual definition from the dictionary, meaning Monday through Friday. Weekday in Excel means Sunday all the way through Saturday. So that's the 7th. So a 7 is a Saturday. So 2/3/2018 is a Saturday. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. Then I'm going to autofill that down. Let me pull up. Let me pull up 1 second. There you go. So right here, 2018, I'm going to do the month of March. The 3rd, the 10th, the 17th, those are all the number 7. Sunday is all the number 1, Monday or 2. That's what the weekday function will do. So what you can do now is you can either do a pivot table or subtotals or filters. So before I move on, so I've showed you the trim function, and I'm showing you the weekday function, which is Sunday through Saturday. I'm also going to show you now, I actually want to see the day of the week abbreviated. So I'm going to do a text function equals text, weekday, comma, and if you notice in bold it says format text, it says how do you want the days to be displayed? I'm going to do the letter D 3 times. It is not case sensitive. Capital D, small d, I don't care. If you get a box that has yes or no, always click yes. I'm joking, don't always click yes. And then autofill that down. So now I know that 2/3/2018 is a Saturday, Tuesdays, Fridays, on and on. If you want to see, I did 3 days because I wanted the day of the week is 3 letters. If you add a 4th D, that'll do Saturday spelled out. I'll just pull that down a little ways. But I actually prefer 3, so I'm going to go back to here. And we're good. And then from here you could label this, and you could do filters, subtotals, pivot tables, it doesn't matter, to figure out how much money you made every day or how many orders you took every day. So there's your weekday function, there's your text function that I showed you, and I showed you how to use the trim function. Sorry this video went a little long. If you need to take my online training classes, here's the information over here to the right. If you need instructor-led training, just send me a message. Thank you.